All right, so Gruul aggro here, Gruul Adventures, Gruul Embercleave, Gruul Cleveland, Gruul Smash, whatever you want to call it. I believe this is card for card, the 75 that Frank Karsten used to top 8 the Grand Prix 2 weekends ago. A very similar variation top 8'd the Grand Prix in Portland this weekend as well. So let's run good and smash some folks, shall we? Let's do it. The blue-red flash deck is good, was reasonable. I think that deck struggles a little bit against the blue-green flash matchup, but other than that, we were beating most other things, it felt like. As always, for folks that are new, if you want to tell me to make changes to a deck list, rather than just shouting out what you would change, I'd always encourage you to tell me why you would make that change, what problem you think that change solves. The whys are more important than this, than the, you know, which cards specifically. For example, it's extra fitting that people are telling me to cut this card for Lava Coil while we sit here and play against blue-white control. No, not really, Mikey. We aim to please, Flab. Thanks for the 19 months, Hives. I appreciate it. Welcome back. So it is probably one of those matchups that's likely not a bad matchup, but it's definitely going to feel bad the entire time we play. Alright, I think that's enough of that one. Wait, did we just hit Diamond 2? We just hit Diamond 2, right? This is a free matchup, I can concede. Is anybody's memory better than mine? We hit Diamond 2, right? Yeah, I'm just not gonna play. We're down a game and the matchup's miserable. Yeah, sweet, perfect. Hashtag the freest of rolls. I don't even know if that matchup's bad. It probably isn't, but it's definitely miserable. It's good value. We're down a game, doing a little bit of bad luck. Let's just roll it off. Why do we need removal? Again, the details are super important, Hunter. Why do you think we need the removal? Tell me, talk about what matchups you're improving and why those matchups are improved by the change you're suggesting. I don't know, in my experience playing a lot of Magic, I've found that people tend to misevaluate how bad their control matchups are just because from a psychological perspective, control matchups feel awful to play. I think I'm just going to draw a card with this. Tradesies? Nope. Rats. Alright, so if we draw an untapped red source here, we're going to be in a pretty great spot with Rimrock plus Embercleave. Huh? Alright, I think we just Questing Beast. Questing Beast. Turn down the yelling, man. Well, I mean, she is right. I'm only as loud as you make me. I don't understand my opponent's play pattern here. Maybe they were hoping to draw a removal spell, but like if they were gonna attack and offer this trade, they should have just taken the block last turn, right? control matchups are also harder for players who don't play around counter spells. I mean, so part of the problem, once upon a time, I definitely would have agreed with you, but I feel like control matchups in general have gotten a lot, and this could be old man yells at the sky. I'm willing to accept if someone wants to make me a good argument that I'm just being old man yells at the sky, but I feel like the designs of cards like Narset and 3-mana Teferi have removed a lot of the elements of control matchups that previously gave you room to outplay your opponent. I feel like the prison elements on those cards make it so the ways in which you previously were good in those matchups, you are no longer good in those matchups. If I attack with this, I can Rim Job plus Embercleave here, so that sounds good. Yeah, I feel like the type of bomb that Teferi is in those control mirrors used to be a lot more expensive, basically. It's 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls. Creatures your opponents control can't block this turn. Cosmotronic Wave. Is this a Cosmotronic Wave matchup, chat? I feel like it might be a Cosmotronic Wave matchup. I think I'm going to trim the Pelt Collectors. On the draw, at least. They do also have a lot of X1s. That's true. It just, like, kills Innkeeper and opposing Paradise Druids. That's not true. I'm certain someone's boarded in Cosmotronic Wave in Limited before. It's good against cats. Yeah, that makes sense. Wave. It also seems just good in these adventure mirrors, though. Yeah, it kills the token from their beasts. Yeah, Wave. Wave seems good here. Kills the Death Touch Knight. Yeah, Wave seems great, actually. Not to harp on it too much more, though, but something I forgot to mention, too. In addition to 3-mana Teferi and Narset being cards that I think remove one of the most interesting elements of control mirrors, I think Dovin's Veto also removes an incredibly interesting element to the control mirrors that used to exist. And this is one-sided, right? This is Plague Wind. It is in fact Plague Wind. I get timed out for stealing other people's funny comments without crediting them. I don't know about that. Alright, so I think I actually just Bonecrusher here. And then next turn we wave and clean these up. Like, it's going to give them a chance to draw a card off this Lovestruck Beast. But I think that's fine. Hey, ZJ, thanks for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for sending that my way this month and keeping me employed. I probably shouldn't laugh at that Turnpike Bear, but that's funny. Crunch, crunch. That's pretty good. Maybe I should have attacked with both here so I could Embercleave this again. Yeah, I think this was wrong. I think I should have attacked with both there. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time pulling out from here. I guess Lovestruck Beast plus Embercleave might do it. It's gonna take away our card advantage. So I assume Innkeeper is dead here. Yeah, I feel like I managed these last couple of turns wrong. If I would have attacked with the Innkeeper, I would have killed both their blockers. Lovestruck Beast would be gone right now. I guess I get to attack both of these here, and then they block here, and I Embercleave this. Okay, now I can Embercleave this, and then Bonecrusher to finish their 5/5. Then, like, if their hand's bad from here, I can equip Embercleave, cast Bonecrusher, maybe race. What's my opinion on Supreme Verdict and Pioneer? I think it's fine in terms of power level. I think all of the things that I would classify as issues with Control and Pioneer are not related to Supreme Verdict.
We're gonna tear you apart.
Ooh, that's really good. So let's go Stomp on you. Make a thing. Play a thing. Play a tap land. And, like, next turn I can go, like, Beastly.
Nature will take back what rightfully belongs to it.
They just keep using their Vivians as removal spell plus gain a life. I mean, it could be worse, right? Like, they could have had a giant stack of creatures on top of their deck. See, this is much worse for us than a couple of Vivians. Yeah, Henge is definitely very good in matchups that games that go like this one's gone. Okay, so they have to kill both our blockers to kill us here, right? No, that's not true. One removal spell and we're dead. Dead to Doomblade. If they don't have a removal spell, the Hellkite kills them on the backswing. So need a Murderous Rider here. Alright, are they dead? I think they might be dead. Wow. Yeah. Okay. This is why having an artifact that just kills them is better than an artifact that draws cards. It's like, let's just end the game. Jay Hurst, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Thanks for keeping me around. I appreciate it. I plan to be here as long as y'all will have me. Yeah, should probably get on cutting the Hellkite. But you could draw the artifact that kills them with the artifact that draws. That's true. It's very true. Do this. Attack for 2. I'm ready to slay some plebs. Jay Miller. Have a sword to go with your shield. Thanks for keeping me around. What's for lunch? So, since I started doing Invisalign about 2 months ago, I've generally just been going without eating lunch. Which isn't necessarily super healthy, but it's what I've been doing. Maybe I'm not supposed to offer the Pelt Collector trade here. I don't know, they might just not take it. Yeah, actually they might just not take the trade. Invisalign sponsor when? You better believe if the treatments go well, I'm gonna reach out to them. Mystic me, daddy. Oh no, please don't block. Please don't block. I hear Cleveland's really nice in the snow, opponent. Crunch. Crunch. Moments before the disaster struck. If they have a Nissa here, they're actually dead on board because of Castle. You're about to get Aether Gusted here. Probably this one punch-worthy. We haven't played the red-black cleave deck that won the Grand Prix yet. I'd be surprised if that one. I wouldn't be surprised if that one was a better cleave deck than this. Regisaur plus cleave is a special kind of messed up. Okay, if this is all they have, they're dead. Because this makes me lethal. Bye, Felicia. Alright. Ceratops sounds great. Hellkite sounds slow. Ambush sounds unnecessary. Need one more trim here. Spellbreaker, maybe? It's probably Spellbreaker. I'm sure Questing Beast is a little bit expensive. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Is everybody freaking out today, by the way? Happy Monday. Happy Eve before Christmas Eve. If you're a new viewer and enjoying the content, make sure you hit that follow button. Doesn't cost you anything. Lets you know when I go live and with what. I'm here generally on non-holiday weeks. I'm here Monday through Friday. I'm going to be off tomorrow and Wednesday, though, for Christmas. Next week for New Year's, I am planning to have a super busy week. So planning to do a bunch of 9, 10, maybe even 11 or 12 hour streams next week. Christy's taking the kids out of town for the weekend, so we're gonna play a bunch of Magic the Gathering. Hopping on a plane all day. If you're looking for entertainment for your flight, the YouTube app supports downloading videos for offline play. You can always grab some Hoaglandia to go with you. You're off until the new year now. Nice, Marty. Do-do-do. 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 Yeah, this is fine, right? Bonecrusher is not super stellar here. Let's bottom him. Lots of opportunities for shillionaires to accumulate. That's true. That's true. Next week in New Year's is going to be a good week. Good week for shillings. Although, with my time off this week, it'll probably about balance out to about a normal 2-week period. We'll see. I get nervous when you start humming. Poor Marty. Do I need to be paying attention, anxiety? Is there a song? You're gonna tell me there's a song. It's an MLP sleeve. All right, next. Isn't magic fun? Are we having fun, chat? I'm having fun. Melodic Lyrics, 4 months. Thanks for keeping me around. I appreciate the third of a year. Maga, thanks for cashing in your Bezo bucks this way again. Keeping me employed here. Oh, they have Lovestruck Beast of their own. It's a good anti-aggro card. Oh, they don't have... Do you have a Quench? Stroke, Aether Gust. Pretty sure I put that back on top. I'm like not excited about it, but... This trade here is fine for us because it means this doesn't block a 3-1 later. So definitely want to offer that trade. So we knew that was getting countered because they didn't deploy Lovestruck Beast. Santa Burrito. I mean, like, my 1/1's like marching down here, right? This is my human. There are many like it, but this one is mine. All right, who's got 2 thumbs and scoops to Anissa? This guy right here. Gosh, do they board this in just to name Cleveland? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. That's great. That's excellent. You love to see it, chat. You love to see it. That's easy. That just means when we draw Cleveland, we want to make sure we put it on a creature that's never gonna die. It shows good optimism on the opponent's part. They think they're gonna survive Cleveland being attached to a creature. Have a Brazen Borrower. Feels like they could have Brazen Borrower. Way their play patterns have gone so far. It's an okay draw. Have a 4/4. Yeah, with Brazen Borrower, they could bounce whatever we attach it to, and then the Cleveland is just dead. Could be a reasonable sequence from them. Alright, so are they dead to Embercleave here? Not quite, but close. Feels like we're rapidly approaching garbage time. I think I'm going to hang out until they drop a Nissa, but they're definitely a strong favorite to win from here. And the Hydroid Crease is going to close relatively quickly in the air as well. Yep. The fact that they're willing to snap off on that probably means they have a lot more where that came from. That'll be good enough too. Let's take the third game on the play, huh? Yeah, I think I'm happy with how I boarded. Let's just run it back. This hand really needs an untapped land on 3, but other than that, it's pretty good. I guess I can go Innkeeper on 1, Fabled Passage, Heart's Desire on 2, untapped land on 3. Yeah, that's probably the sequencing. Innkeeper to provide us a flow of cards, even when they're countering our stuff, is great. This attack is weird if they don't have another creature. So, like, they attacked us for 1, but now we get to attack them for 2. Feel like that wasn't a very good exchange for them. Would love to draw an untapped land next turn so we can go Pelt Collector into Bonecrusher Giant. Assume we'll see a 5/5 come down here. Perfect. These Innkeeper decks are definitely nothing to scoff at. Been super impressive most of the times we played them. Having the ability to, like, get a threat down underneath their counter spells that then provides a city flow card advantage is a big deal. Well, since they... feels like they have a counterspell, so rather than tapping out to play a 3-mana thing here, I think I'd rather just do this. Nightpack Ambusher's pretty punishing for my sequence. And they have a Nissa here as well. This game could just be over. Attack with Ceratops here, I think. This trade's actually really good for us. Maybe I should have played the Spellbreaker first, so that way both of these would be 5/5s. It's very possible. So we might just be able to go wide around them here, perhaps. So I get to play this out as a 4/4, and then next turn I go 2 3/3s and attack with everything. So I have 3 4-power things of 5/5 and 2 3/3s. Yeah, but like, do I have the ability to play around that, Duran? So like, when you think about things like, well, if they have this specific thing, it's really bad for me, you have to ask yourself the question most times like, well, can I play around that thing? And the answer to that question is frequently going to be no. So like, you shouldn't worry about playing around things that you can't beat anyways. Definitely don't want that back on top. Save those for a turn. This has trample. I assume we're gonna see them double block the Pelt Collector. Chump block, I'm not sure it's the 4/3s. Yeah, that makes sense. All these other ones trample, so the 1/1 doesn't do a whole lot here. They can, like, make me pay a mana. And they're taking 9, 13. They probably need to trade off this Nightpack Ambusher, but they might not have any resources left over if they do that. Either way, feeling pretty good here with 2 3/3 hasters in my hand as a follow-up next turn. This has been sweet. I didn't think we'd be able to win a game like this where we didn't see Embercleave, but we're kind of slogging through. Pelt Collector's been rather impressive. So they're going to 2 here with these blocks. Can I play around that? It's really helped me make my Magic decision making kind of simplified in some ways. It does, yeah. Yeah, a lot of the times you're going to end up in positions where you're like, well, we're just dead no matter what I do. We're just dead if they have that anyways, so it's like not even worth thinking about. So these blocks put them to 3, which again, if they go to 3 or less, that's ideal for us because it makes each of these Spellbreakers lethal next turn. So ideally we want them at 1, 2, or 3 after this combat. But you can't say I blame my opponent on tanking here. This is definitely a lot of different permutations in this combat step. Losing Nightpack Ambusher, also a good outcome for us. If they have another Nightpack Ambusher, they would have played it before blockers, so I don't think that's a possibility here. You know what I should have done, though? I could have tapped in a way to represent Embercleave, but ultimately it probably doesn't matter because I don't think they're in a position that can beat Embercleave regardless. They probably can't consider it. They're at 7, but at what cost, right? Should hopefully be. They might be dead on board. Yeah, they're dead on board, right? Grrr, arg. Crunch. Moving on up. Is this it, chat? This is the one that's finally going to drag us kicking and screaming into Mythic this season? Is this finally it? Is this the chosen one? I am going to go ahead and cross Abzan Hero off the decks for today. We had to cut the line for Blue-Red Flash, so I need to be offline by about 4:15 at the latest, so I can have time to get the kids from daycare. Seeing pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go find some pelts, chat. taunting the variants like that. Yeah, we are about to lose 6 matches in a row. Slide right back onto the comfy embrace of the Diamond 4 rank floor. Thankfully, my rank for this season is completely meaningless. The difference between Mythic and not, I think, is 1 booster pack, which we'll survive without. I'm surprised you thought Simic matchup was bad for Blue Red Flash. It's been pretty good in my experience. I don't know, if you're luckier than I am, it's probably okay. They just have a lot of... the deck doesn't... The Blue-Red Flash deck doesn't actually have that much counter magic in it. And they just have a lot of cards that, like, if they resolve, you can no longer win the game. Starting in gold instead of plat. Yeah, but Magic's, like, super easy inside of gold, so... Starting in gold versus plat isn't really that big of a differential. That sweet store credit. I know I'm excited to play an all-day Magic Arena tournament and get $9 worth of store credit. That sounds exciting to me, chat. What time is it in the States for my time zone? It's currently 1:15. So we're probably going to play this deck for another 45 minutes or so, and then we'll do an hour and a half with Red Black Aristocrats to wrap things up. Cleave ho! Do 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 do. Beep 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 beep. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Beep 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 beep. Do 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 do. Nice blue-white control deck. Huh, 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 huh. All right, so we just want to increase our average card quality here a little bit, I think. I want my Dargans. Lovestruck Beast is probably pretty bad against the Teferi deck. I don't know if this is boarding out too many adventure cards. Like, I only have 8 adventure cards left. Hey, Bob. Yeah, this deck, or something close to this archetype top-8'd the Standard Grand Prix the last 2 weekends. I think the 75 is Frank Karsten's, if I recall correctly. And then something close top-8'd in Portland as well this past weekend. You know you're going to be able to cast your cards. Is this no red mana your fault, Bob? I think this is your fault. How did Dragons go? It was all right. We had some okay games. So, Frank is like the patron saint of mana math articles, Bob, but I do think, I think on average what Karsten tends to quantify as being an acceptable failure rate is actually higher than what I would think is an ideal acceptable failure rate. I think on average a lot of his estimates tend to be on the aggressive side. Like, what he considers an acceptable percentage of failure, I disagree with.
I know my responsibility.
Why is Lovestruck Beast bad versus Teferi? Because Teferi bounces the 1/1. And then your Lovestruck Beast doesn't do anything. Oh, they're banned. They didn't have green mana last game, right? Someone refresh my memory. They didn't have green mana last game, right? I'm not supposed to attack with this. They could have some kind of blocker. Nah. Nah, smash. What are they up to? Currently, they're up to dying. Sorry, I stole your red. I forgive you, Bob. Alright, so if they cast Absorb here, they're still taking 10, so they're gonna end up at 4. They hit land for the sweeper. Spellbreaker puts them to 1. We have other 1/1s. Well, we only have one other 1/1 prodigy, and it's Innkeeper. And Innkeeper has a pretty high priority removal on its head. So again, just not a fan of Lovestruck Beast against these control decks that have a lot of removal. Do. Diamond 1, Diamond 1. 3 more wins if we're lucky. Yeah, they didn't play any green cards before they died, right? Nick 2 Shoes. Thanks for the 5th month of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Dang it, Bob! Do you see what you did? You did this to us, Bob. Can always cast our spells. You had to go and put that on me, didn't you? That's fine. This 5 is excellent. We get to go Innkeeper on 1, Rimrock draw a card, Bonecrusher draw a card, unmulligans us nicely. This is where the magic happens. Ooh, it's a mold of 5 mirror. That's exciting. Are you ready? Bonecrusher's ready. Man. Ugh. That's super unfortunate. So, like, I can't... Their knight gets a counter regardless. Vomit. There's no way I'm supposed to trade here, right? Just 0%? Are we? I don't know. Well, the champion has first strike, so I can't trade here, which is the awkward part. How many sub-surveys usually get submitted? Usually somewhere between 35 and 40% of my subs fill out the survey. As of this very moment, there are 585 responses out of 2,445 subscribers. Yeah, I think I'm reasonably happy with it. Is there a world where you trade... and they put the counter for... Maybe? Yeah, maybe I'm just supposed to do that. Maybe. I think we're dead. We're just too far behind. Yeah, I think chat's right that I should have traded and hoped they put the counter on the champion. I think it's probably what I'm supposed to do there. That was not particularly close. I don't actually think I can cut Questing Beast here, just because this trades with their Regisaur, their Rotting Regisaur. Oh, that's a good thought. Maybe I'm supposed to chump so I can guaranteed stomp the 1/2. Maybe that's the line too. Yeah, I could see that being the conclusion. That's fine. If we get run down here, this is the free roll match anyways, right? We just hit diamond 1, so if we lose this, we get 3 more shots. Yeah, I think you're right, Bob. Maybe it's just chump the first striker to guarantee take the other thing off the table. And then, like, that gives the Bonecrusher Giants a chance to, like, let things get out of hand. Alright, hoping for a third land, eh? Yeah, I'm supposed to let that live for a turn just to try and hit the land drop, huh? Maybe. Maybe. What matchup is Cosmotronic Wave for? The Adventure Mirror. Against other Innkeeper deck. Other Innkeeper decks. I guess I should have left this back. I need to, this card's not in my normal play patterns yet. I think I should have left this back to trade here. Now, like, we get Cleveland here. At least one of their things dies. I guess this isn't all bad. Like, we eat this. This can trade here next turn. Actually, I can do this. Just stomp this. Attack for 5, start closing. Yeah, this is reasonable. If they have Fervent Champion and can equip this for free, we might be in trouble here. Really just need to run off a bunch of lands here. Worth noting, this Knight can't currently pump up the jam, so that's good. Probably supposed to attack before I play the Brontodon. Technically gave them more information here than I needed to. I don't know if their decision is that different with that information or not, though. So you get to go block, and then sack, kill the Embercleave here. So I don't take any damage because it no longer has trample. I suppose they have another Embercleave. This is fine though, right? Because they're dead on the backswing. So it's 12, 13 exactly. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. All right, game 3. Gotta try and win one on the draw here. Break serving this pseudo mirror seems hard. We don't really have any good. Don't have a great way to, especially with all their 1-drops. I guess quick Lovestruck Beast is probably the goal. Let's get their 5/5 down. So let first strike damage happen before Brontodon-ing. Ooh, that's a good catch, Gengar. That is strictly optimal, huh? Because the Brontodon's going to go away anyways. And then when they equip the other thing, I take 3 less. I don't know. I don't even know if that matters, right? Because, like, I just have them just dead on the backswing. So, like, I kind of want to incentivize them to play their swords since they're going to die if they do it. Yeah, actually, I think thinking about it, that I'm actually pretty happy with my play pattern there. So I don't have any adventure creatures in my hand anyways here. We're going to trade this Edgewall Innkeeper for Blacklands Paragon this turn. They want to put a counter on this. They have to pump it up this way. Really? They just don't want to trade? Deal. Wow, that's their turn? Sick. I don't think all 3-mana Planeswalkers are bad. I think there's actually a number of examples in the current standard format of 3-mana Planeswalkers that are perfectly fine. Yes, yeah, it could mean that they have Cleave in hand. Very, very likely the case. There's more good 3-mana Planeswalkers than bad 3-mana Planeswalkers in the current standard format. Not close. There are more that are okay than aren't. Are they dead? So if I haste this, they go block, or they go block, they take 9, 12. I think they're dead, right? Or sorry, they go block, they have 2. I'm attacking. They're basically at 15. I'm attacking for 10, 15. Yeah, they're exactly dead, right? I believe the cleave is exactly lethal here. Because this is 10, 15. Yeah. They're exactly dead. Cleave ho! Never not dead in Cleveland, ain't that the truth? You're dead! Ship it! Cleave ho! Those little 1-point chip shots I got in really mattered here. Boop, just boop, yep, boop you on the nose. Believe in the cleave. How we doing, folks? Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. If you're a new viewer, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic and other card games, often 30+ hours per week. If you enjoy constructed Magic, this is definitely the channel for you. We play a ton of Standard, as well as Historic and Pioneer here on this channel. As always, I'd love to give a shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here dinning it out without their support. If you are one of my wonderful subs, my end of year sub survey went out last over the weekend, so be sure to check your email for that. As always, love to give a shout out to some of my wonderful sponsors as well. BCW Supplies are the only ones I trust to protect my paper trading cards using code HOGLANDIA at bcwsupplies.com. You can save 10% on sleeves, binders, deck box, and all sorts of other fantastic gaming accessories there with them. Soul Power coming in hot with the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your cards into other cards with other players with their peer-to-peer trading network. There's no haggling, and they just take 1% fee off the top. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. And the NRG Championship Series is a $5,000 cash tournament series that happens every single month in the Midwestern United States. They focus primarily on Magic's non-rotating formats, Pioneer, Modern, and Legacy. You can find them streaming every month as well at twitch.tv/NRG Series.
Don't make your life garbage time. Join us in Hoaglandia today by subscribing to Jeff Hoagland with Twitch Prime today.
I actually think 3-mana Teferi is an incredibly bad example of a 3-mana Planeswalker because that card is deeply offensive. The static text is super obnoxious. Contest, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. That sand's not amazing, but it's fine. We'll bottom a mountain, we'll fetch a forest, we'll turn 2 Paradise Druid. Yeah, well, I don't know strictly, Bob, because, like, if he was at a higher mana cost, his static text is probably fine. If you told me Magic's becoming a digital game and I was allowed to retool Teferi as a card, I would simply make sure he came in with 3 loyalty. I think Teferi coming in on 3 loyalty would have made him A-okay. Perfectly fine. I think I'd rather Druid than Stomp the Goose here. We'll see if I live to regret that decision. Let's step on the goose, play a Paradise Druid. Looking forward to Core 21 with 2-mana Teferi. I agree. I agree. Oh, let's see. Only Wizards of the Coast could, like, see a response to Teferi and be like, you know what this game needs? A Teferi themed set. No, that makes the card better, Mikey. Basically, I think you shouldn't be able to cantrip Teferi and keep him. That makes him too good. I appreciate you, Bob, making sure that we're gonna be able to win for a change. You gotta carry us through 2 more games, okay? Two more matches, and we'll get to 2 more matches, and we'll be into Mythic. I agree. If 3-mana Teferi just said, like, bounce a thing, draw a card for 3 mana, or, like, make you have to plus it and protect it for a turn to keep it around, I think it'd be fine. For this deck, I'm brazenly assuming you'll accept for Historic because it has a bunch of broken cards in it. Thank you for the absurd biddies, Marty. Unicorn biddies. That's something. Are they dead? Is there a chance that they're dead? They can Cauldron Familiar here a bunch. I don't believe they're dead. I do believe we can get set up to kill them next turn. For Marty's deck, because it looks sweet. Thanks, Bob. Teamer broken cards. It's funny because it's true. I will definitely be back on Thursday at the latest. Looking forward to seeing more Jund Oven. I need to know if the deck's gotten worse or if I'm horrible. Yeah, Jund Oven's on my list of decks I need to work on. I'm going to work on for the event. What else do I want to work on? The four color Doom Oven deck is definitely one I'm kind of into as well. All right, do you have a way to not die to this Bonecrusher Giant? Yeah, I really hope they don't reprint Nykthos. I really, really hope they don't reprint Nykthos. I guess they could have a Murderous Rider here. If they have a Murderous Rider.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah, four color Doom Oven. Please be dead. Please be dead. Please be dead. Oh, we're dead. Got it. They drew like 400 cards that turn, so like, hard to be too upset. This is another matchup where Cosmotronic Wave is great. In case anyone was wondering, some folks were asking about that earlier. They usually Domri, Ambush, the Liliana, so they don't get an extra draw to look for removal. They had an Oven Grey Wolf, so it didn't matter. Actually, just didn't matter. I can't tell. This is probably... Okay, so Shieldbreaker is definitely better than Rimrock here, right? We'll take one Hellkite in. I don't know if this is a Brontodon matchup too. I kind of feel like that's too much. Yeah, with how many hoops they jumped through to avoid banning Nykthos and Pioneer, I feel like there's a good chance they're about to print it into Standard. All right, let's draw Forest, huh? Hopefully we're gonna draw Forest and they're gonna play an Oven on one. So it's what we're looking for here. Well, it's like the Stone Cold Worst Possibles. They didn't have an artifact, and we didn't draw a green source. All right, that was a bad keep. Board it into mono red. I blame everything on Bob until proven otherwise. Oh, they massacred my boy, chat. Massacred my boy. Well, you know.
Your corpse will make me rise.
Yeah, my aggro deck not do anything for the first 6 turns. Not a good plan, turns out. Weird. We're 1 short of killing this. Super unfortunate.
So that's how it is. Smelly, but effective.
This can't edict anymore now, though, so that's good for us. Gosh. Maybe we just, like, hope they have a bunch of bricks and we just, like, try to double wave them. Is that the line? I think that's the line, huh? I'm gonna get Murderous Rider here. It doesn't matter because we don't have a 1/1, right? This isn't sacrificed till -4. Next turn I get to Questing Beast and slide Embercleave onto it.
This looks like a fun new toy.
I think they're probably supposed to attack me here. Alright, they get some looks here, but like, even after our miserable start, like, we have a shot. We've got some haste creatures that can come off the top and give us a shot too. We had a shot, Chance. Chat, we had a shot. Alright, so we've got 3 Questing Beasts and a Hellkite in our deck. Let's draw one of them. Three Questing Beasts and a Hellkite walk into a bar. Questing Beast isn't lethal with the food. It is. Questing Beast would be attacking for 10. And if they block, it would absorb 1 damage. Still have Questing Beast as a potential route to lethal, so we're gonna hang out here. They did the wave. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Are you ready? Bonecrusher's ready! Just boop him on the nose. Look at that. And people ridiculed our do nothing till turn 5 play. Thought we couldn't do nothing till turn 5, eh? Magic's great. Magic's great. Boop him right on the nose. Low variance, high skill game. Magic the Gathering. Get out of here. Magic's great, buy it stuff. Something like that. I think we want to fetch Mountain on 1 here. Let's just stomp this. Can we comment on how sweet the word Cosmotronic is? Definitely. It's definitely incredibly sweet. Huh? Alright, I'd like to eat one of those foods, please. They thought about it, and they were like, nah, bruh. Definitely a haste Hellkite turn, right? I'm actually really surprised they didn't jump block here. Maybe the ground attack is wrong, because it lets them sacrifice a food here to find a land. They don't have double black currently still, though, so that's good. So the Hellkite's going to hopefully get to ride down. If I draw an untapped land, I get to Bonecrusher into Lovestruck Beast, and then make this a 5/5, which is great. Perfect. Howdy, Gendy. I have the other Lovestruck Beast to make a 1/1 next turn. Shocking. Okay. So they can murder his rider something with the goose, but they're also at 4 now. Yep. Yep. She is very good, chat. All right, so we got Embercleaves and Bonecrusher Giants and Questing Beasts that are all decent pickups next turn. Hi, Philip. Yep. I expect we'll see just like 1-1 and a 5-5 here. Alright, sick rip. If they find a food source, we're going to be in a lot of trouble because it's going to help them stabilize very quickly. Their hand has to be pretty exceptionally bad for them not to win from here. That's great because it kills my 1-1, which renders my Lovestruck Beast unattackable. Cleveland still lethal. Questing Beast less good at this point. That's aggressive. Cosmotronic Wave is lethal at any point. Cosmotronic Wave, never not lethal. Forgot we had 2 of those we were drawn to. So close and yet so far. We almost stole games 2 and 3 here. Oh, are we dead? Do I have to block with both? Yeah, Frank had 2 waves in his sideboard. They've been good today. Alright, can we do the wave? Can we do the wave? That's lethal, right? They have nothing? It's not lethal because this doesn't have trample. I'm dumb. They trade here and jump here. So close and yet so far away. So close and yet so far away. Alright, I was going to try and run this all the way up into Mythic, but need to use the bathroom. We've been playing it for like 90 minutes anyways. Hour 20. Close enough. Round up to 90. I don't know. Deck's good. If you're looking to aggro people, this seems like a very reasonable choice. Getting Innkeeper down is a good way to get under these flash decks just because by the time they get their counter magic set up, this is a card that can sit there and make it so even if they're countering some of your threats like Bonecrusher or Lovestruck Beast, you're still getting 1-for-1 through it. So, speaking of aggro, we've got another aggressive deck that we're going to wrap things up with here today. I've got an updated take on red-black aristocrats that we're going to give a go here. It has First of the Lockwane in it. So, I'm going to hit an advert and get this set up everywhere and run to the restroom really quick. When I get back in 3 minutes, we're going to play some red-black aristocrats. Thanks for hanging out today, folks.